Yeah, we can hear you. So I guess we can start. So just to remind you, I'm Mariusz. Most of you already know me. For those of you who are with us for the first time, hello and welcome to the MarketMove community. I'm together with Robert. Robert is our content marketing specialist, and I will be telling a bit what we've been up to the last week and what we're going to do in the following weeks. Robert will tell you a bit more about our content marketing strategy, specifically how we're gonna tackle the content marketing more efficiently than we used to. Then we're gonna start with the marketing update. So we're gonna tell you what's in store for the marketing, how we're gonna grow our token, our also the platform, how we can attract more users. We're gonna tell you a bit more about the platform development, because we've been working on so much cool stuff and we will be releasing very soon, but I'll get to that in a minute. And then there will be time for the AMA. The whole meeting will not last longer than 1 hour, but I really hope that we can cover everything in time. So I guess we can begin. Just Mike cannot join us today because he's sick, but I'm sure he will be in the next meeting. And you can always reach out to him or DM him or just reach out in the main chat. I'm sure he will reply. Right, so just okay. So first of all, let's say what would be the one thing that we would have to do in order to grow our audience, in order to grow the number of investors, to keep on growing both the number of users of our platform and the worth of the token. So the answer is we have to attract more people. We have to have better reach, and to do that, we are working with the key influencers out there to collaborate with them and to release educational videos, the videos that highlight our platform, our token, everything. So we are doing this right now. The YouTubers can see our success. They actually reach out to us, the top YouTubers. We're in contact with over 20 video influencers, so you can expect a couple of videos very soon. Some of them reach out to us. We also have an intensive strategy that we're reaching out to them ourselves, and we're getting very warm reception. So this is going to be very soon. So you can expect a couple of videos very soon. Then there is also something that we have started to do, and this has already given us so much. And I like to call it platform-driven marketing. The idea is that we use the platform to grow both the community behind the token and the platform itself. So the idea is that we use the viral features of our platform to grow our following. And for example, we are actually in luck because both the charts and the AI safety audits are very viral features that will bring us exposure to people that have never actually heard about us, that will be able then to first use our platform, then become investors, and finally also sign up for the paid features. So that's what we're doing right now. Very soon we will be releasing the new version of charts. After that, you will see the new AI safety audit, and then there will be Telegram bots that will help grow this community. The bot shillers, the actual real people shillers, and much more. And actually, this is way better, because if we keep on shilling, just like invest in MarketMove is cool. That can be that can be received as spam. Whereas we have seen that a lot, that for the tokens that are actually legit and have good teams, they are using the safety audit to brag actually that they are so cool and that they're so legit and secure. So that actually they help us grow our platform. With charts, we can expect only the same thing. So currently, our competition has for example, the Telegram bot, and you can. So for example, if you do this on our chat, our official community chat, if you ask for the chart, you're gonna see the MarketMove chart. We want this to be the default for all of the new tokens and some of the existing ones, that they show our chart instead of the chart of other teams. And that will also bring us a lot of exposure, and exposure is, like, say, the keyword of this presentation, because that's what we are aiming for. That's the most important metric we have right now, and that will bring us both short-term gains in terms of token market cap growth, and also the long-term of people that will be using the platform when we will release the paid features as well. So that's this. We're also revamping our content marketing strategy. So along with the platform, we'll be also producing the content marketing that will be helping people get better value from, well, not necessarily just the platform, but also learn a bit more about how stuff works and everything that is related. So everything around the idea of analyzing a token, making sure that the token is safe. We can have the quality content marketing. We can promote that so that it also gets viral and gets us the much needed exposure. So Robert, you can actually say a couple of words if you like.
Yeah, exactly. To add on top of that, we have started a Medium page where we will be posting, or where we have already started posting some articles. Next week you can expect actually a very big sort of important article that might help a lot of new investors and bring MarketMove some more exposure. It will be an article on how not to get scammed, basically everything that we like to call doing your own research. So we'll have an article covering that, as well as many future articles to come that we will promote, and that will always also promote MarketMove for the readers. So yeah.
Exactly. So you can think about articles like, for example, how to analyze the token price action using a chart, how you should really look at the liquidity pools, what they really mean to an average user, how you can make sure that you're not scammed, how to do your own research. And along with that, you will also see, you will not only see, how to do research, but there will be different examples with different tools, of obviously featuring MarketMove as the tool that you should use to make sure that your DR is complete. If you want to see an example of how a very successful company that actually has built a huge business just on this sort of content marketing, I recommend that you look on HubSpot. So pretty much all of the articles they produce is very high quality content that helps people do proper content marketing, sales, and so on for startups. But every time you can also see a use case for this product. So let's say if you type in something like how to write content that can bring you, let's say, new users or purchases, they will likely be in the top of that somewhere. And you will also see how you can use their platform to further grow this. And we are aiming to do very similar stuff. That's not obviously all of that. We have also hired a graphic design and PR agency. We have already spoken about this. In a couple of weeks, you can expect a complete rebrand. We will have a more coherent and let's say consistent branding in all of our materials, and so to reflect the values that are really very, very important for us, which is safety, professionalism, and so on. So that's something that you're going to see very, very soon. All right, and in terms of the future development of the platform, let me tell you a bit more. So there is a new release coming, Charts 1.1. First of all, I'd like to thank you very much for all of the feedback, all of the form submissions that you have produced, all of the people that actually reached out to me on the direct messages and elsewhere. We have received a lot of submissions, and only thanks to that we were able to introduce so many changes. Thanks to all of the people that tested our software, that told us what is amazing and what needs some more work. We have actually fixed a lot of problems, and we have actually added a couple of new cool features. And all of that is, frankly, only thanks to this community. It's all only inspired by your feedback. So first of all, there was a very common wallet connection problem with portfolio display. I wanted to see that this is gone. There were some problems with the search. The price scale didn't look good for certain tokens. Certain devices didn't get the proper scaling, and we have also fixed error messages and many more, mostly related to how the charts present the prices, how they update in the real time, and so on. Yada yada yada. But we have also added the better decimals for low price tokens. This has also occurred very often. Because the app wasn't handling the low price. Like if you have like 12 or 15 zeros, we have this handled right now. We display the price in the title bar. The people asked us that they want to hide tokens that are spam tokens. So we have solved this problem twofold. We have both the filter of the spam coins that is included as well. And if we cannot catch something, you can hide the tokens manually. And there is so much more to come. This is just a week of work. Well, it was a pretty rough week, but I think it's worth it. Now the charts will be way more usable. But still, if you detect something, just go to a website, app.marketmove.ai/report. I will be later posting that, obviously, where you will see the form, and you can also submit some more improvements or bugs that you will find. Just one thing to note: this is not released yet. It will be released this weekend, sooner than later. So just keep on waiting. I will let you know when it's there, but just wanted to communicate what you can really expect. Aside from that, there will be very soon. You will see the new revamped AI safety audit. So I think that we can all say that the previous AI contract audit has solved a lot of problems, right? It has helped a lot of people. It has helped a lot of people save a lot of money on bad investments, on coins that were either honeypots or rug pulls or had shady contracts. That being said, and this is again just thanks to the community, we have noticed that there is so much more that is needed to do a proper research before you can invest in something. Without going into too many technical details, since I'm leading this presentation, you can expect it's a bit more technical than usually. But we will be also analyzing what is the distribution of holders, the liquidity pools, and we will be analyzing all of this information. And based on the previous token and their if they turned out to be a scam or a good worth token, we'll be presenting you a score that will include all of this information. I like to call it 360 view of a token. So you will know not only based on that if it's worth to invest or not, because there were people that were saying, hey, so your tool basically told me that this is like 80% safe, and I invested in that, and it was a straight off I don't know, rug pull or whatever. And it was so obvious because the owner had like 80% of all the tokens. And I was like, yeah, right. But then this is just a contract audit. So we had no way to figure it out. But I kind of, I really get it, because people don't care if we're analyzing the contract or whatever. And they really care if we can give them a proper security score and if they can move forward with what they see. And this is something that we should give them, and this is something that you're gonna see very soon. So this is next in line. Obviously, there is the trading features, so limit orders, stop loss, and many more. The swaps at the best price using the proprietary routing algorithm. So sometimes you can save even 5% on a swap if you just choose the right route. Then you will see all of the other features that we have on the roadmap. But right now, it's very important for us that the charts and the audit are very useful, and we'll keep improving them as well, because this is also not only just useful to the current community, but we want to use that as a growth leverage that will help us attract many more people. Because if you have a good product and you give it a good viral platform-based marketing, such as posting the charts, posting the contract audits and everything, and people actually love the product, they will keep on sharing, and that's what you get. It's called the viral factor. And funnily enough, actually, this is the way that Binance have grown to be the #1 exchange in the world, from basically nothing, because it took them like months to get there, even though there were so strong pretensions already already out there, like Coinbase, Kraken, and everything else, and Binance just took the #1 spot like it's theirs. And this is exactly the strategy that we're going to follow. That being said, we have already released the first version of the charts, and we have already some interesting takeaways, highlights from our analytics platform. So first of all, our charts are already being used by 4,200 and more active users. The people that are using the platform are from the whole world, like literally on all of the continents, well, except for Antarctica, obviously. And we have, in the first 38 hours, we have 3,000 unique entries. A lot of people stay with the chart, so that's a very, very healthy metric. And we see that there is an actual need that even though there are a couple of competing platforms out there, people are still looking for the best charting platform, which shows that our project is spot on, that what we're doing is actually needed for the community. And even though it wasn't a part of our original, let's say, roadmap, that the charts were supposed to just be an add-on, but we say that, all right, so people were like, okay, trading, yeah, it's very important, but we can't even see the charts in the proper way. Like, this problem still needs to be solved, even though it's solved by a couple of competitors. People are not that happy with that. And that's where MarketMove comes first. So a couple of more highlights on that. We had 4,201 users. The typical user per one session looked at about 3 charts. They spent over 5 minutes on our platform, which is also very good. And we have 24,000 unique page views. So that shows us that the retention is actually very high because they're using the platform and spending the time, keep on returning to the platform. Curiously, it seems like the most, let's say that the top interest is sports, which gives a suggestion that the people that invest in crypto are also like fit freaks, which would be great. Obviously, computers, electronics, and but I'm not sure how relevant is that. It's very refreshing to see that we have a very strong group of female investors and users of our platform, which is great because the crypto world can be a bit overwhelmingly male dominated. And we're also seeing, so this is GMT +1, that most of the people are using the platform in GMT morning and the night in the US. So most of the people are using the charts in the night. Moreover, we can see what is the distribution of users on different for different countries. Most of the users come from the English-speaking countries, as we can see. So the US, the United Kingdom, but also Asia, so like Indonesia, Singapore, Netherlands, Philippines, Germany, quite a big group also from Poland, India, and Canada. So these are the top 10 countries that have attracted the most users so far. And that's it. I think it's time for the AMA. Thanks for listening to this short presentation, and we can move forward to the AMA session.
Go ahead and raise your hands if you have any questions.
Okay. Hi, guys. Thank you for the presentation, and thank you for all the updates. Wanna ask a question, maybe more like a general question, about the price protect function in the token. If you can just please explain how that works, considering this is the biggest percentage of buy and sell taxes goes to that. Would like to see, hear from you how the function works, and maybe what kind of effect have you seen so far it having on the price and on the chart. Thank you.
All right. So basically, thanks for the question. So basically, the price protect function aims to protect from the bigger dumps and rebuys the token if the sell is a bit too big. The way it works is it accumulates funds on the contract. So every time we have the swap and liquefy, it accumulates the funds on the contract. And once the sell is big, it rebuys a portion of that sell with this accumulated funds. We have seen this especially effective during the dump times, which obviously occur in all of the tokens out there, and that's how it works.
Can you explain a little bit about the sealing bots? I didn't really understand how they work.
So the idea is that we have features that we can use, and we can let's say spread the word about without being automatically classified as spam. So we actually have one shielding bot like this. The way it works is it posts comments on the BSC scan section in the comment section of every token with the contract audit result. This is done semi-automatically, like we have both people doing this and a bot. And the idea is that we have seen a lot of engagement coming from these links. We want to continue doing this, and we want to also spread that to other channels like Telegram channels and so on and so forth, because like everybody wants to know. Like people don't necessarily want to, see another token just self-promoting itself, like invest in this Shiba whatever because it's a great coin. Like people don't want to see this; they classify this as spam. But everybody that is doing the their own research before investing into the token, they want to see. They want to have as much information as possible. So, they will be asking the community. Well, this will be explained very soon in our upcoming post, but on the Medium. But they will be asking the community if the token is safe. But they will also be looking for automatic tools that will show them the vulnerabilities that the token may have, like some shady actions. And that's why they want to see that they can click on our link and see the safety audit of a particular token. Right now it's contract audit. Later it will be promoted to safety audit, as I mentioned in the presentation. So that's the idea. Because we can post this pretty much anywhere without people classifying us as spam, this will help us grow the following in a very healthy way, and the way that we actually give back to the community, not just ask for people to come and waste their time. I hope this explains it.
Yeah, maybe I can add to that a bit. In terms of the bot, I think a very cool feature that we'll have is a Telegram price bot. Because if now, guys, you go into Telegram channels of any token, and if you type in price or chart, you usually get a chart from Bogged Finance or from KuCoin. And if certain big tokens start using MarketMove instead of that, then that would be a lot of new eyes on our project. Yeah.
Exactly. Before we get to the next question, I actually haven't said that yet, but producing content and video is not only what we're doing, and the platform marketing is not the only things that we're doing to promote. There will be also something that we haven't really tried on a large scale yet, which is the paid marketing. And right now, what is in the making is a YouTube ad. It will be displayed. Before the crypto videos of known influencers. Right now, such an ad is in the making. It will be a video ad presenting our platform and the token. So it's really going bigger and bigger, and it's growing. We're attacking so many avenues at the same time. This will bring results in really no time.
As one put it before, I guess we're doing an amazing job. Thank you, team.
Well, I really hope so. And again, this weekend there will be an updated version of charts, and I hope that that you like the fixes and improvements we have included, we have baked in this release. And I hope that we also. I see Shah Sufi wants to speak. So Shah, please, the floor is yours.
Hello.
Hi.
You're unmuted.
Hi.
Hi, we can hear you.
Okay. I didn't see the presentation, but I'm curious about where is the place for MarketMove amongst the other projects with AI like Enumerate, Singularity DAO, or others.
All right. Yeah, this is a good question. It's always very important to know how we position against other tools, but I wouldn't really focus on the technology here in terms of AI. It's how we position in the given use case. So we are offering a couple of different ways you can analyze a token and invest in a token. So the question would be how we compare our charts feature, our trading feature, the audit feature beyond all of the other tools. So to answer that, first of all, the charts. Well, there was a strong request coming over and over again from the community that the current charts platform, even though they have a very big user base, because everybody needs charts. If you want to invest, you basically need a charting platform. They weren't really satisfying for them. That's why we developed our own charts platform. And basically the same thing goes. Well, the contract audit is something new. Nobody else offers that. And 360 safety audit, along with the analysis of holders, liquidity pool, and the contract, is something that is not available on the market yet. There is not a single tool that helps you automate your own research on a given coin. There are a couple of tools that kind of help you see like the most obvious checkboxes, like if the liquidity pool is locked or something like this. But there is nothing really that comprehensive. So I feel like there is not really a competition just for this particular use case. So the market is ours in this regard. With respect to decentralized trading features like stop loss, limit orders, and so on, there is also some competition. But again, the demand from the market is way bigger than what currently is being offered. I think that at the very least we're presenting as a very solid alternative, but the same thing, people are not really satisfied with the solutions that are out there, especially not the tool that brings all of it together in one application where you can manage your portfolio, you can see how much everything is worth, and you can invest straight from the level of the charts, like you do this in every grown-up text platform, centralized exchange, like Binance, like Crack, and everything else. You can just invest straight from the chart level. They do not, however, offer the analysis of the tokens because they are doing the pre-vetting themselves. But then again, on the centralized exchanges, you can only invest in the coins that have already been listed on those exchanges, and this is very limiting because the biggest gains sometimes are in the coins that are just very fresh, haven't even had the opportunity yet to be listed on the top exchanges. And with our platform, you can analyze if they're worth your time, and then you can invest and keep track of your portfolio and make sure that you can get your investment, to secure investment with the limit order, or if something goes wrong, that you can secure the money you have put in with a stop loss. So I wouldn't say that there is a solution out there that makes it possible to do all of that and more, because more is coming. But just based on the most recent features and the things that we'll be doing in the closest future. We have just started a Polish group of market movers. So I assume that Mateusz is probably a Polish name, so feel free to join the Polish group. It's very new. It has only been started yesterday or today. I think today. Today, right, Robert?
Today.
Okay, yeah, today. So it's very fresh. So everybody who is Polish, please join the group in our own language.
Chad, you might have to unmute yourself.
Oh, hi. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask on behalf of my friend. So like DEX2, there's features like ranking on the top of the homepage where you can see all the hot trending alternate coin. I think that's how DEX2 invests to earn money, right? So do we have the feature in the future?
Exactly. This is called, if you look at the roadmap, if you look at the white paper, sorry, it's called search board. And this is also a feature that will be released. It will come straight after the trade feature, and it will allow you to, first of all, see the trending tokens, the tokens that have the most interest right now. And it will also allow an opportunity to gain revenue for the platform by token teams promoting on that very site. But again, to have all that, the most important thing is not just having the feature, but to have the exposures and the exposure and the huge user base. So that's why we are so obsessed about growing the exposure, because in the long run and also in the short run, it will bring us what we really need. So both the price action and the much required views for the advertisers to want to advertise on our website, on our platform.
All right. Thank you very much. I got my answer. Thank you, the team.
Thanks a lot. Elwin, I think you had a question, right?
Well, it was going to be more of a general one. You know, it's been a few months now that we've been developing all these tools and utilities, and I wanted to ask you, you know, what was through this whole process, you know, has there been anything that you learned that you didn't expect to learn coming into, you know, we chose the BSC for starters. So is there anything you learned, you know, that really stuck out to you over the process of developing and building these tools? Maybe something that you learned that you didn't expect to, and you were surprised in some way. You know, try maybe an open-ended one just to get some of your thoughts now that we're coming down the pike here and we have some real usable tools, you know, delivering on promises and just that whole nature.
Yeah, that's a very good one and also a very open one. I think what I really learned, and I didn't have the opportunity just on the previous project, is that you can get so much valuable feedback and so much help in developing the platform from the community. So if you really care about the community, if you communicate with them very well, and if you keep on updating them, even if you don't have like just anything just yet because you're still in the works, if you keep on running polls, asking questions, then you can actually help reshape the roadmap of what they really need to make sure that we're building something that is needed. Because if you think about it, most of the teams, and it's very important to also mention that because you said it's been a couple of months. Actually, we have only launched on September 1st, so it's been barely over 2 months now, if we count from the time of the launch. The project with the community started a month earlier, so to take that into consideration, it's been 3 months. So if you think about it, most of the, and it's a well-known truth. You can look it up. Like the biggest minds of the startup industry will tell you the same thing. The biggest problem is to build something that nobody needs. And this is actually what you're going to do if you just have a cool idea and you shut yourself in the proverbial basement for like half a year or a year or whatever, keep on developing and then release to out there. And for some reason, nobody wants to buy, nobody wants to use our product. And I think the reason for our success and that we have stayed so long already on the market, because if you think about it, like most of the coins actually pop out and then dump in a couple of days and nobody even remembers them in a month. Like nothing really remains after them, not even a memory. We have managed to acquire a big user base, a big number of both holders, the community, the investors, or even just users. And I think that the reason that they have stayed with us for so long is that we listen to them. We really pay attention to what they expect from us. That's why the roadmap isn't, set in stone. So if we have just blindly followed it, maybe the outcome would be a bit different. But all of the time, like, I think that the best idea is contract audit, right? So we were like, all right, I think we need a tool to analyze the contract, because in the contract there is so much information that can be used to make sure that the token is fine or not. But then again, we have figured out that what people actually want is a tool that will show them this is fine, this is not fine, and then go into the details. And the details not only are in the contract. So thanks to this feedback, we can refine our what we're building and make sure that it actually will be used and that actually solves a need as opposed to just being a feature. So it's a problem solution, not a feature. So that's the biggest difference. I think that's what I learned, that the sooner you iterate, the sooner you bring a question to the public, the better outcome you're gonna get, because you're gonna build something that actually matters to people.
That's a great answer. That's a great answer. And I think it covers a lot of the bases there. And you're right, building something that people really want, you need to make sure you're doing that. And if you don't listen to feedback, you're never going to get there. It's just going to take you too long. So I'm happy that it's something we do.
Yeah. This is and as somebody that in this company is responsible. My core responsibility is to develop and deliver the platform and all of the tech around it. There is nothing that gives me personally, and I think to all the technical team, more happiness than to see that people are actually using our tool, that they like what we're doing, that they have this feedback. It shows that they're very engaged, interested in what we're building. And also, I wanted to add on top of that, like, most of the tokens you can encounter in the wild, well, maybe especially in the BSC, a bit not that often on the Ethereum, but also unfortunately very often, is the teams that only build some hype and marketing around something that, first of all, almost never actually even goes into fruition. So people don't even build what they promised, what they raised the funds to build, and even if they do, typically, the platform's utilities are not even used by the people because they don't listen to that feedback. So they die out naturally in a couple of months, of weeks, depends on the following. So we have already skipped these two, let's say, deal breakers, the barriers that the startups, especially in the fast growing dynamic crypto space, are facing, and that makes us positioned for the success. The only thing right now we need to do is keep on iterating, keep on listening patiently, and deliver the next features. Make sure that we grow. Make sure that we cover the biggest range of that we solve the biggest range of problems, that we actually are relevant to the currently changing market, that we are on the right chains, in the right media, that you can reach out to us, that we have the relevant exposure. And if we have the exposure, if we have the right offering in the product, I'm sure that this will only grow bigger and bigger.
AF had a question. You can speak, AF.
Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to ask about a feature that came up in community chat a couple times, and it's like a DCA feature, dollar cost average feature. I think that combined with the charting abilities and the abilities to see, maybe top performing coins in terms of audit or trending, having a DCA feature would be a really smart way to invest. Look at the coins that have the best security or decentralization and put a little money towards them. What are your plans to potentially bring a feature like DCA in the future?
Yeah, I think I would like to call it, let's say, advanced trading tools. So that would include DCA, trailing stop loss, and so on. These are the features that we would like to discuss and build after we release the trading platform. So if a lot of people demand the DCA, I'm sure that there is nothing that can stop us to build such a feature. I think also it's a very good idea, although it may be a bit tricky in implementation because, it's kind of hard to keep track of all of the changing trending tokens, and it's the way I think I understand what you want here is not just DCA, but some sort of like a fund that keep on rebalancing based on the most trending tokens. So this is an advanced feature. I'm sure it can be built, but we will be talking about such features after we release the trading platform.